What happened? He like punched you in the face?
Too many things.
Like what do you
Too
mean?
many things. Like so many things that I don't even need to go into.
Soul
But I've got scars on my body.
It just
Everything.
doesn't make sense. Like if
Like-
someone punched me in the face, I would go to the police.
But have you heard of Stockholm syndrome? Trauma
Oh my
bonding?
God,
It's
all these
real.
terms,
Trauma.
bro.
Listen,
Guys,
it's
these
real.
feminists have the craziest vocabulary, you know?
Listen, I'm telling you
Abuse,
right now.
emotional Stockholm syndrome.
So you're
It's
gonna
real.
Okay.
deep-
I know it's Stockholm. It's
It's
when
real.
women fall in love with their captor.
But you
It's
didn't stay
real.
there, so you couldn't have fell in
But
love
he
with
was
him
not
that
your
deep.
captor. He was your boyfriend, and then he became abusive. Was
Okay.
he abusive from the start?
I'll give you a little breakdown into how it goes. So you fall in love with somebody, they love bomb you, you're amazing, you think it's the best time in the world, you found your Prince Charming. One day, things start to retract. The compliments start turning into this little criticism, and then it grows and grows and grows. By the time you get here, you're already desperately, madly in love with this person. You think that they're your forever and after. You commit, you dedicate. By the time things get really wrong, you've already given everything, and you're thinking, how am I going to leave this situation? Where do I go? What happens? Oh my God. Then on top of that, I'm a woman. I've been with you all this time. If I leave, I'm not damaged goods. There's so many things that actually society does to actually even like allow these situations to go on. We can complain and say
Can I
that.
just-
No, you allow
Can I
the
just say
situation
something,
to
right?
go on when you
No.
don't report it, my love.
That's
yes,
fine.
because you can't let that man leave. Like you can't leave that man and tell him I'm not going to report
know-
him and not fear for the next woman. That's my only issue here. Do you understand? And I can appreciate the difficulty, but then this is why you think that women are on the losing side. Because if he's still on at large with no repercussions and only just society pointing the finger and be like he's bad, that's not enough.
Can I just say
Go on,
something,
Auntie,
right?
I'll
As
tell
far as
you.
I'm concerned, the man ain't done shit to you. The man ain't done shit to you because you're on I can turn around and say, yes, my son's dad was abusive. I put it down on the police records. You know what? Because he knows it's out there and he knows that the police knows about it and it's been out there, we've been to court, right? But as far as I'm concerned, yours never happened. If I was that man and you're here, it's defamation of character because there is nothing there on paper to say that the man abused you. And that's what Pearl was saying. You're here telling thousands of people that this man abused you. What evidence have you got that he abused you?
I can show you my scars. Do you want to see some
This is like
scars,
scars ain't
Auntie?
got nothing. As far as I'm concerned, you could have fall down the stairs and bust your knee and give them scars because there's nothing legal on paper to say that you
Okay.
was abused.
So if
he
there's
can,
nothing
hang on a
on
minute,
paper, it
let me
didn't
finish.
happen.
Hang on a minute, let me finish. He can turn around today and he can say, do you know what? Defamation of character
Come
because
for
there's
me.
nothing there on paper and
Come
she's
for me.
there telling the whole world that I'm abusive. If I'm
for
abusive,
me.
where is the record? And
Auntie.
that's the problem. Too many people go out there and who have been abused, whether it's men or women, and they make all these accusations in public without any proof. And as far as I'm concerned, if I was a man and I was beating on a woman and the woman ain't got the guts enough to go to the police and report it, but she's got guts enough to go and sit down on social
Exactly.
media and tell the whole world, I'm going to
Damn
go and
right.
take
To
it up
be a
with her.
professional
I'm
victim.
going to
And I'll
go
tell
and
you
take
why.
it up with her. I'm going to go and take it up because as far as I'm
Let him
concerned,
come.
that's defamation of character.
Let him come. I've got plenty of evidence. I will
You ain't
not
got
go
no
to the
evidence. You ain't got no evidence.
According
All
to
you've
who?
got is
Well, where do you
your
know me from,
say-so.
Auntie?
According to the law. Because if you had evidence, the police would have had the evidence. Whether or not
If
you want to take
I
it
wanted
further,
to go
the
and take it
police
further,
would have
I
had
could
the
do it
evidence.
right now.
But you never done it. You
I
haven't
didn't
done
do it.
You
Ask me
haven't
why.
done it. You never. I don't care why
There
you
you
ain't done
go.
it. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you ain't done
Auntie.
it, in my view, it hasn't happened. It has not happened.
Auntie. You've
definitely
Because
been
there's
living in the UK
nothing
for too
there
long,
on
Auntie.
paper. Definitely what?
Been living in the UK for too long.
What do you mean? I take that as an insult. How do you know where I live? How do you know where I live? We had the
you told
same.
me.
No, I said that I was raised. I was born here and I raised. And I also told you that I go to Barbados 3 times a year. So where I come from has got nothing to do.
It kind
and
of
if you're going
does.
to insult me properly.
I'm not
Because as far as I'm
insulting you.
concerned, you're sitting down there and you're talking about respecting your elders, and then you're going to come and tell me some bullshit like that. Well, let me tell you, right? It don't matter. If I was abused in Barbados, I would have been reporting it in Barbados.
Auntie.
If
Yeah,
I
and what
if
would they
I
do in
was done-
Barbados? It's
if
more
I was
likely that they
done-
wouldn't even help
if
you.
I was done, what are you talking about?
Yes.
Don't knock it till you've tried it. You can't
Yes,
talk about
I
what
know,
you
I've tried it, I've
don't
seen
know.
it.
You can't talk about what you don't know.
I
You
know.
ain't tried it because you already said you did not report it.
I
and you
didn't.
can't talk about the laws in Barbados because the laws in Barbados are up to queue with the laws in the West. Let me tell you that.
The laws
That's
in the
where they
West
got
don't
them
work.
from. They got them. They don't work if you don't damn well use them. If you don't use
The
them,
law is used
try
only
using
in
them.
convenience.
How come it work for me? How come it work for me?
Damn.
How can it
Oh,
work for
I
me?
don't
I
know.
reported
Ask
it. How come it
yourself
work
that.
for me?
Alright.
Now I'm going to ask myself
Can we-
that because I
can
am
we-
not
can we
there
relax for a minute?
bringing down somebody on social media just for publicity's sake.
Oh, don't need
That is
publicity.
why they're talking about all the stats, because the stats will be all out of sync because of people like that. You can't turn around and defamate somebody's character for no reason whatsoever.
I'm not doing it for no
Okay.
reason. I'm doing it so that the women that go through something and don't have the balls to go to the police, they can actually say, do you know what? At least there's somebody there that says, if I leave, at least I'm free of it.
Nah,
because
don't
not
listen to her.
everybody
Go
is
to the police. Go to the
Go to the
police.
police if you can.
Go
If
to
you
the
can't,
police.
I understand
Go
why you
to the
didn't.
police.
And if
Go
you
to
want,
the
message
police.
me,
They're there for you.
denavo.ao. I'll
Go to
help
the
you.
police.
Don't worry, my sisters. I got you.
Go
What
to
you're
the
going through,
police.
nobody knows until you're going through
But
it.
nobody
Trust
knows.
me.
Okay, but I would also like to add a slightly analytical perspective.
Go on.
Has any of the viewers noticed that around these conversations, there's a strong pattern with feminists, right? So normally it's everyone's being abused, none of them report it, and their personal experience counts for the reality. So it's normally like, everyone. I know two people who got jumped by guys on the street. So that makes it a problem. I didn't tell anyone at the time, but I was suffering inside. I was damaged in all these ways that no one can really prove or evidence. But I will tell you I was damaged because I guess no one can prove it. And, it's an issue for everyone.
Well, that's why boys don't report it. So domestic abuse for boys don't exist because the police don't see it.
No, what
Run
Alex
down
is
the men.
saying is that you can't use the statistics when you're not contributing to that statistics to defend what you have not reported. That's basically what
Exactly.
he's saying.
I think
You
that
can't use
shows
that.
a
You
lack
can't
of
use that to
accountability.
your advantage if you don't help contribute that, because you reporting
'Cause
it. No matter when it happens, you can report a year later, 2 year later, report it. Help contribute to that statistic in such a way it now shows and proves that,
Because
that importance.
even if they don't press charges today or tomorrow or for your case, like people have patterns of behavior.
Exactly.
And so you're just contributing to the problem by not reporting it.
Well-
By going on a podcast, using the story to make you look good. And
I don't need
and
it
then
to
not
make me look
report-
good.
And then not reporting it. And then saying that under the guise of I'm doing this to help women. It's like if you wanted to help women, then you would have went to the police.
Okay.
They're all noble victims.
It's
all-
like, I don't know, like, I think that sometimes when people, like, talk about these situations they haven't gone through, they really don't get the image. For example, the reason why I don't even need to report it, because a lot of these things have happened in public. I actually said, withdraw the charges. I don't want him to go to prison. Why? Because I loved him and I didn't want him to be in prison over something that I thought me and him could actually resolve. Family could be involved and help. But you're fighting a lot against a lot of factors. That's why I say, if you're going to use the argument of, like, oh, you're here talking about it, but you didn't report it, it didn't happen, then men don't get abused. And it's the point still remains. Women get abused more than men. That's like as simple as that. And that's why I'm
How do you
saying,
know
like,
that?
because men don't report it, so it don't happen.
One-sided abuse is more common for women to do. So
Okay.
if it's not mutual hitting.
Okay.
Because like I wouldn't say that's an abusive relationship if you guys are hitting each other. Like I wouldn't say you're a victim if you're hitting
toxic.
each other. You're just toxic.
Yeah. It's just
And so
Well-
like I would argue you're not a victim if you're hitting each other constantly.
This reminds you of the theory of hysteria. If you read, like, the Victorians used to talk about this. This is like, quite controversial. But the Victorians had this idea that of hysteria, that sometimes women would get into hysteria about things and like just make stuff up. And a lot of the time when I talk to the feminists I meet outside, I do get the vibe that, like, she might be, because there's people that they all say the same thing. It's like apparently everyone's been abused. Doesn't matter whether they go to top uni or the worst uni. Everyone's abused, especially when there's a big media event. All of a sudden, everyone comes out and they've had the same story, and I'm like, really? Like, because Amber Heard got punched in the face, now you were getting whooped yesterday? Really? I've known you for like 3 years. And it just shows a lack of accountability. Like, when you ask them these questions, they start throwing out all these words.
Well, it's because it goes back to, if you really cared about women, you'd report it. If you genuinely, like, because you can report it later and you might not win, but at least it goes on record and police can pull up those records to use in a case later.
Cool. Like I said,
So 'cause-
any records that need to be used will be used. The reason why I would prefer to use this platform to speak about it and to do that is because, like I said, I don't only just champion women and men, and sometimes men. Today I'm meant to be on the boys' side. And I also champion the Black community. Culturally, there's certain things that I decided not to do because I have a complex makeup. So I'd rather sit here and tell girls, if you're being abused and you don't know what to do and you're lost and you feel like your world is so lonely and nobody can help you, I'm telling you, you can get out of it. If you don't feel like reporting to the police, don't. Go speak to somebody. Somebody will understand because people have gone through it and they've come out of it stronger than whatever situation they were in. So that's all I'm saying. Abuse exists. It's real. It's very, very deep. And that's why people sometimes don't talk about it. The same way it goes for men, the same way it goes for women. But let's not try and act like women don't actually go through this. And a lot of the time, like you said, women will all then say, oh yeah, I was abused as well. Yeah, because a lot of people go through things and they hide it. They're embarrassed or they feel ashamed, or especially when you're not talking about, oh yeah, but you're damaged goods and things like that. People won't speak up.
Listen,
that's what it is.
Listen, right, you can go if you're abused and you can report it and nobody will know about it. Nobody would know about it. They've even got special codes now that you can go into a shop and you can say to them, give them a keyword. I can't remember what the name is. It's a woman's name.
Yeah,
where
at the bar.
is the code?
Yeah.
Exactly.
At the bar. It's called Angela. If you go to the bartender and you tell them, I need to call Angela.
Or even in any shops or chemists or, some pharmacies. Where is that for men? So it's not to say that, oh, you're going to feel shame. Listen, right, if anybody's out there getting abused, report it. Don't go and talk to your friends about it. Go and report it. There's nothing to be ashamed about. Nobody needs to know. Don't go out there and advertise it. Go and talk to somebody about it. Yeah, that's what you need to do. I am champion for the women. It's nothing to do with culture. It's nothing to do with the blackness. It's to do with women and men, full stop. If you are getting abused, go and report it. Don't talk to your friends about it. As soon as it happens, go and report it because there is help for you. And I would like them to be codes for men too. There should be codes for men so that if a man is getting abused, rather than going somewhere and you think to yourself, well, I'm a man and I have to go and report this, there should be a code where a man goes into a police station, said the code, and then he gets treated the same way as if a woman says the code.
Mm-hmm. I hear you, Auntie, but you get some people out there that they just won't go to the police either because they feel like the police ain't gonna do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't knock it till you've tried it.
I hear you, but I'm just saying in general, there's a lot of people. You can't say that to everyone. If you've been abused, go report it to the police because not everybody's gonna do that. Some people don't even trust the police. Like some people might have maybe say for example, yeah, the police killed my son, or you know what I mean? They don't trust the police, so everybody's not gonna go to the police.
I understand.
I
understand what you're saying,
I think
right?
with men,
but if they're not gonna report it, and you don't want to say nothing about it, shut up about it. Don't go on social media and advertise it.
I agree.
Shut up about it. Because I don't understand how somebody could be too scared, too frightened to report it to a police, but they're not too scared, too frightened to go on a public platform and talk about it. It don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me.
Do you know what it is, right? You get some people, right, they feel like if they announce it on the social media, they feel like they're releasing their stress. You know what I'm saying? This from my experience. I've seen this. You know what I'm saying? In this generation right now, back in the days and all that, but in this generation right now, I've seen a lot of people when they're going through this that they feel like if they go on social media, go on the live and then express their feelings because they just want the world to know what they're going through.
Yeah, but there's therapists.
I hear that, but a lot of people don't do that.
Friends and family. Like, why are you going to if you're saying you're afraid? If you're afraid of not being believed, if that's what you're saying, then you're going to go talk to more people about it? That doesn't 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4.
It doesn't make sense, but I'm just saying
you get
some people like that.
Yeah, but why do you? I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I think it's a form of social currency now.
Have you been abused?
Yeah.
Oh, how was it? Did you report it?
No, because
then don't say you've been abused. Then same as me. Sorry.
No, that's not how that works. So you don't use your experiences as a way to kind of prove a point, but that doesn't mean you can't factually state that. Like you asked the question, so I'm going to answer your question factually.
Well,
anyway,
I don't believe it then.
Moving on. Yeah, I think it's a form of social currency. I think because we see this a lot, right? Where they all come up here and everyone's got their victim story and they're all noble victims. And I just feel like they get a kick off it. Like it's cool to be one of the downtrodden. It's cool to be a victim.